What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Shout out to the LDBC one more time. Like the movement. Guess I put my name in the hat on that tip. Talk about, double standards all the time. Why isn't the pressure being put on Anthony Joshua to make this Deontay Wilder fight happen? I don't be understanding people. They say they want a guy, who gets knockouts. You see people say they missed the heavyweight division. It been missing. It's what the game been missing. You see, Vladimir Klitschko is dethroned by Tyson Fury, and nobody gave him an ounce of fucking celebration for what he did. Even if he doesn't fight again, he's the one that freed the heavyweight division from Klitschko's boring asshole, from what most people think. He made that shit exciting again. He gave these two guys the opportunity to get belts. He gave them the opportunity, to get belts and fight each other. And Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn don't want to oblige it. They don't want to fight Deontay Wilder for whatever reason it is. The fans are calling them, bum squad or windmill. But at the end of the day, he's putting the pressure on Anthony Joshua to make the fight happen. He really is. He called him out every day on social media. Every day he calls him out. And Joshua, once in a while give him, it'll happen, maybe, a little something, but at the end of the day, everybody's putting pressure on Wilder for what reason? Now, most of these people are blind out here. They don't see what Eddie Hearn is doing. Eddie Hearn just lost his, he just lost a belt to Earl Spence in America. So he doesn't want to lose his belts or, his leverage on Anthony Joshua. Then what does he have then? Absolutely nothing. And then you look at it, Carl Frampton also lost his belts to Leo Santa Cruz. And sometime last year, the year before last, UK had more title holders than America. Even though that really doesn't mean shit when it comes to these belts. But usually they get those belts and run back over there and hold them hostage, and we, got to give them enough money to come over here. We got to go over there and get them like Tim Bradley did with Junior Witter and Earl Spence did with Kell Brook. But, in this case, Joshua wants to hold those belts captive over there in the UK. He says, oh, I don't want to fight in America. You know why he don't want to fight in America? Because he doesn't want to see Deontay Wilder or Luis Ortiz. He don't want to be on that path of destruction with those guys. He don't want to be the best. He's seen people now. He really seen that people knows he's vulnerable. He get hit on the chin, he's done, because nobody's gonna let him off the hook. Wilder or Ortiz is not gonna let him off the hook like Klitschko did. That's a no go. And Wilder's openly expressed for about a year now that he wants this fight. But people just, shake him off. Joshua ain't got to do this. Joshua ain't got to, they make excuses for Anthony Joshua. Whatever reason, what they got against Deontay Wilder, I don't understand. They act like he stole TV time from them. The little TV time he did have, he got knockouts. We was done in 10 seconds. They say they want guys to, I want the guys to get knockouts, man. I'm tired of these boxers, these boxers that just, get decisions and they get knockouts. Now he's getting knockouts. I remember Terrence Crawford was a guy who, was boxing guys off like Klimov. He'll box him. He didn't get the knockout. Ray Beltran. People was calling, he's boring. We don't want to see him again. When we start getting knockouts, they start liking him. But with Wilder, it's, he don't have no skill. He get knockouts. What do you want? What else do you want? He getting knockouts. He knocking people out. It's always some wiffle waffle shit with these fans. Anthony Joshua the same way. Who the fuck has he knocked out? Or he knocked out Klitschko that was already done by Tyson Fury. He wasn't the first guy to do it. But now that Deontay Wilder wants to make the fight happen, y'all say he ain't fought nobody, he ain't fought this. Y'all blaming him for the Povetkin fallout when Povetkin got caught juicing 2 times in a row. But y'all was blaming Deontay Wilder for that. He got $4.5 million purse off of that. He got his money back off of that. But y'all was blaming Deontay Wilder for that, right? But now he wants to fight Anthony Joshua and put the pressure on Anthony Joshua. Motherfuckers get choked up. Joshua, he's making a lot of money in the UK. He don't got to come to America. Why not? Why wouldn't he want to expand his brand in America? Eddie Hearn talking about we want to fight in Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, anywhere but America, right? Why wouldn't he want to fight in Vegas? The boxing hub, the A-lister for boxing. You know why? Because he's going to get exposed. They don't believe in him like y'all fans believe in him. And I'm not putting all my faith in Deontay Wilder neither. But this is a guy that wants to fight the best. He wants to fight Anthony Joshua. And now they throwing Dillian Whyte into the equation. Who gives a fuck about Dillian Whyte, honestly? $3 million to fight Dillian Whyte for what? This dude, Deontay, was 33 years old. He won belts. That's why you calling Joe Parker out. You know, what does Dillian Whyte have to do with this situation, honestly? So now y'all fans, Anthony Joshua fans, want to hide behind Dillian Whyte now. So Dillian Whyte is doing Anthony Joshua's dirty work. What does he come into the equation? Who in America, press the room service button for this nigga to come over to America? Honestly, who gives a fuck about a Dillian Whyte? 99.9% of Americans don't even know who the fuck Dillian Whyte is. And let's keep it 100. Really, you look at Anthony Joshua. Why not make the fight happen? Klitschko not fighting him in a rematch. Klitschko is buying Eddie Hearn's time. Eddie Hearn probably paid Klitschko a couple $100,000 to sit there and whiffle waffle for a long time, to save face when Anthony Joshua had to drop his belt so he don't have to fight Luis Ortiz. That's why he's not coming to America. He's scared of Luis Ortiz and he's scared of Deontay Wilder. You see Dillian Whyte ain't calling Luis Ortiz out, don't you? Because you know what will happen. He ain't letting Eddie Hearn send him on that mission. So what they really want to happen is Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz to fight, or Dillian Whyte to fight Deontay Wilder, get him out the way and bring that belt back over here, or Luis Ortiz to get the belt, or Deontay Wilder retain his belt, so Anthony Joshua only got to fight one of them and don't have to fight both of them. See, boxing is all about business now. These guys are so hell bent on keeping their O, they don't want to let it go because they know when he lose, his value drops. But just be a throwback. Fight Deontay Wilder. What's the issue? Because Klitschko not fighting a rematch. We see that now. He's wiffle waffling too long. He ain't going for the rematch. Drop that whole ass IBF belt. Y'all make a deal with Luis Ortiz. Winner get Luis Ortiz next. No rematch clause. And then you get the rematch on whoever wins Luis Ortiz. Y'all can make that happen. Al Hammond got money. Wilder got money. Joshua got money. Eddie Hearn got money. Y'all can pay Ortiz to step aside and get the fight happening. This division is too fucking fragile and weak the last 20 years for y'all to be bullshitting around with it. Give us the fight that we deserve. Have it in Vegas. After y'all do y'all little, matter of fact, y'all do y'all things. You fight Puev. And you let Luis Ortiz to sit to the side. Get him a nice little fight on one of your undercard. Wilder get rid of Bermane Stavern. And y'all do this shit next year. It makes sense. Do it next year. Do it on the fucking, do it on Cinco de Mayo. I don't know when the fuck y'all do it. Somewhere. Do it at a popular time. Because this shit gotta stop. Y'all can't be fucking in a dead ass division when nobody care about it and bullshitting with one of the biggest fights in the division, the biggest fights in boxing. Everybody want to make excuse. Why not Anthony Joshua do this? Why not? When you make excuse for a motherfucker like that, he's not a kid. He's not a child. He's a grown ass man. He can fight for his own. If he get beat, one of these guys get beat, I'm pretty sure the money they make is enough for them to retire if they do it right and invest right. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow with the Boxing Clinic. We gone.